We've talked about the importance of getting your animals into a calm, quiet place when you're getting ready to evacuate. So here on our ranch, I kind of work in two stages. During 2017, I had a cat in the house. The first thing I did to keep him from bolting out the door was put him in the basement. I knew the basement would be safe for a while. He really likes it there. It was one of his happy places, and I knew all his hiding places. So I just opened the door, stuffed him down the stairs, put a bowl of water there, and left, knowing that that was one animal who was okay for a while. Then I made my way down to the barn. The barn cat was already in for the night, got him into his carrier, and brought him here. The same thing was taking place with the ranch dogs, as well as our ranch manager's dogs who came with him as he was evacuating out. So this is a stall. It's actually a horse stall. It's got rubber mats in our covered arena, which is our shelter in place. So it's big. Is it ideal to have the cats and dogs together? Not really, but for a short period of time, keeping everybody in one place is a good idea. If you do have to put animals who aren't really comfortable being next to each other together, it's a really good idea to have some blankets or towels or tarps that you can put over their cages. So we always keep a variety of towels. You can throw them over a carrier, and now you have a calm cat. You can also do the same thing with your dog kennels, okay? So we all know that keeping our animals calm and having a dark, cozy place is going to be helpful to them. We always keep extra crates and carriers, so I might move the animal in a small carrier and then transfer it into a larger carrier. In the case of the dogs, they go into these kennels. So once they're here, I make sure that I have their ready kits. I have an extra set of ready kits that I keep packed in a crate, so all I have to do is grab the crate and bring it down here. So I have, guess what? Here is my kitty go kit with all the kitty meds, the calming meds, some treats, their grooming needs, everything for the cats. A little bit bigger one for the dogs. Okay, this actually has more food in it. It's got a couple of slip leads. We've got a thunder shirt. We actually have extra medications. And I have room in this one to actually put some extra towels and small fleece blankets for everybody. So those stay in a crate. I can keep them dust-free. Down here, we try to always have extra dog beds. Keep them in big plastic Ziploc bags, so if one gets soiled, they have a fresh one. Moving in this direction, we've got extra crates. We've got a towel to keep somebody comfy and quiet. I have a book bag. I love these things. So this is my grab and go. It's got all of our pet records. It's got ID in it. It's got a little bit of first aid information. I've got a handbook. If you'd like a list of what's in my pet record bag, write to us or take a look at halterproject.org. So moving over, now we're into kitty world. Whether you have a cat or a small dog, anytime you're moving it in any kind of a crate or carrier, make sure, just for the heck of it, just in case, that it includes identification about you. What's the pet's name? What's your name? How to reach you. If you are evacuating and you end up in a shelter, in an emergency shelter, this is going to be really important. Every once in a while, animals get transferred. Your crate might be taken out and sanitized. If you want to get it back, that's also a good reason to have ID. Another comment I'd like to make about carriers: make sure they're zip tied. Don't rely exclusively on the screws that come with them, especially with these smaller crates. Make sure that you have at least a couple of zip ties. I like to put them on the corners so that you won't have any mishaps. This is where we store all the stuff all the time that we want to have ready, so we don't constantly have to be bringing all of our gear over just when it's a red flag. So one of the things that I love most over here is a flexible hose. This thing is really lightweight. You can throw it in a backpack. It's 75 feet long, or it expands to 75 feet. And since we have hoses on the corners, but no hose bibs in here, it's a great, fast, easy, lightweight way to get the water to the animal cages. Love that thing. And we always keep a nozzle on it. So over here, starting at the top, kennel pads, you can never have enough of those. If you have enough room to just throw a package of them in the trunk of your car, great. We always keep some out here. I use kennel pads not only in the dog crates, but in the cat carriers as well. Then we also have our kitty litter and a variety of portable and disposable litter pans. This is kind of a cool gadget. If you've never seen one of these and you end up at your friend's house, you don't have a litter box, a portable litter box, kind of handy. It's really a good idea to keep some 5-gallon buckets with good screw-on lids. It's a great way to transport your food and keep it safe. Also, extra cat litter. Carrying a box or a bag around is a little bit dicey. These things can break apart. So having an extra bucket is a super idea. Let's see. Also with my pet equipment, I love to carry one of these. This has extra chargers. It's got a Mophie battery pack for my phone. So this is my electronics, and it goes everywhere I go. I like to keep one of these down here so that I don't have to run somewhere else to pick it up. This is water. Right here we have 6 gallons of water, and we have more kind of back behind where I'm standing. These can be poured directly from this opening. We also have spigots that attach to them. So if we're going into a red flag, we're going to bring a few more of these down here. This not only gives us water for our animals, it gives us good drinking water storage for ourselves. I have cleaning supplies, hygiene for the dogs and cats, little bottle of water. I've got pet wipes. I've got some catnip, got lots of extra cat food. So again, a little grab and go, extra leashes, easy to keep clean. I can carry it around with me. We have extra grooming supplies. Like to be able to take care of everybody. I like things to be light. We also have some toys in here. Down on this shelf with my electronics case, this is a backpack for me. So this is not my everything backpack. This is sort of a secondary backpack. One of the most important things I have in here is a lot of extra personal protective equipment. And first and foremost in my list are different kinds of gloves, leather work gloves, big, heavy, waterproof gloves, and then kind of an all-purpose gardening glove. I really worry about my hands. I want to make sure they're protected. Also in here is a pair of safety goggles. I wear contact lenses, so those are really, really important. I also have a fanny pack that I can attach to myself with things like sunscreen, eye drops, some Band-Aids, some lip balm, a whistle, and a small flashlight. So this is a secondary grab and go. I know that wherever the animals are, that's where I'm going to be, and I don't want to have to leave this space to go run after something that I need, like a headlamp or a flashlight or my gloves. So I want to make sure it's here. So that's where I'm going to stage it. The minute there's a red flag, that bag goes here, and my electronics case goes right here. Now we've got a few more things, basics that you just about always have if you have animals, little buckets for whatever you need, whether it's more water, grooming supplies. We've got more buckets for cleaning out the kitty litter. We have poop bags, lots and lots of those. We have a variety of mobile water bottles. Waste disposal is really important. You can never have too many poop bags, and you can never have too many pee pads. So it all boils down to it. It's about pee and poop when you're evacuating and sheltering, and the same goes for people. Make sure you have your hygiene supplies. So we've got all of our waste management. We've got our food. We've got our meds. We've got our grooming supplies. Last but not least, comfy kennels for the dog with nice clean bed. Got bowls set up. Little note about the bowls. Always put your bowls just inside the door so that when you're opening the door to the cage, you only have to open it a very, very, very short distance to get the food in. And of course, water, ideally, you're going to have a watering can with a long spout. You're going to have a hose, so you don't have to open this cage, that carrier up at all to get the water in. Always good idea to have extra treats, lots of toys and games for enrichment. And because we're here in wine country where it can get warm, I have a variety of cooling pads, including small ones for the cat carriers, because it is really easy for those animals to get overheated, especially if they're in a small carrier for any period of time. I also keep a spray bottle filled with water for the dogs, and sometimes I'll just cool down the area around the cats. This also comes in handy for the horses. And that's pretty much it. You should build your go kits for your animals just the same way you build your go kit for yourself. Tailor it to their needs. One other thing to keep in mind, after our fires in 2017, a lot of my friends said, Julie, you'd be so proud of me. I had everything for my dog. I had everything for my cat. I had everything for my horse. But I ran out without any underwear or reading glasses and no money. So now my friends tell me that they put their money, their glasses, and their undies and their extra socks in with their animals' go kits. So something to think about. Whatever is going to be most important to you, put it in the place where you know you're absolutely going to have it. And ideally, that's going to be more than one location. But with me, with a lot of my friends, it goes where our animals go.